All right, bingo. Good morning, everybody. Nice, 11 o'clock. Here we go. Let's have some fun. Happy Friday, guys. Great week. Before we get too started, great week. Great job. Give yourself a round of applause. I hope you're proud of yourself. Let's go, John. Absolutely. You guys stuck through. Did the thing. We're in week 2 of the challenge. You have no idea the drop off that we see at this point. Most people can make it through week 1, but once we hit week 2, once all the real work starts happening, you have no idea the amount of drop off that we see. You have no idea the amount of people that we see that just stop doing the thing for whatever reason. Maybe fear took hold of them and they couldn't take steps forward. Maybe life got in the way and they weren't able to get over that. And instead of figuring out how to accomplish the things they want, instead of asking themselves, how can this work for me? How can I do this thing? They stop. And I understand they'll probably be back in 3 months, ready to do it again, ready to try again. And it's very possible we see the exact same things in those next 3 months because the same things happen over and over and over. It's life getting in the way. But you guys did not let that stop you. I couldn't be more proud of you for that. I really couldn't. It is absolutely nice. Let's get John in here. It is absolutely amazing. So I'm excited to get into it today with our rock stars, the doers and the dreamers, the ones that make things happen. Here's how this session works today. Today is Expert Friday. I think you guys know Russell tore both of his biceps, so he's actually not going to make it to today's expert training. Pretty rare. Russell is typically here for these trainings. So today, no worries. I have his back. We're going to go from 11 to 1 today. So from 11 to 12, we can have an open border session. Any questions you have on anything relating to the One Funnel Away Challenge. From 12 to 1, that is going to be expert specific. Any questions you specifically have on your one-to-many presentations, your offers, your hooks, and all the things that go along with that. So without further ado, it is 11:02. We have 58 minutes to deal with anything you might be encountering in the One Funnel Away Challenge. Feel free to have a question. Beautiful. Just like Holly, make sure to raise your hand. If you don't know how to do that, no worries. Zoom changes it up every week and it gets harder and harder to find, doesn't it? So if you want to excuse me. If you want to raise your hand, at the bottom of your Zoom control bar, you have a react button. That's a little heart. Click that heart, and then a pop-up is going to show up. Once that pop-up shows up, there's a little button that says raise hand. Make sure to click raise hand. It'll raise your hand just like Holly's is, and we can get right into it. So, Holly, let's start it out. How can I help today?
Dante, hello. I'm sorry not to come on camera. My internet is very, very slow.
That's
Um,
okay, Holly.
Great, thank you. I have a question about I think it's Mission 11, which was yesterday's lesson, um, on the course. And Ben Moot is showing us how to set up our course in our ClickFunnels dashboard.
Yep.
In the process of teaching, I noticed he went to the custom course and he taught us to turn off, I think, the advanced button. And I think yesterday in the VIP session, someone had an issue with it. I forget who that was. I think it was Tony.
It was
Um,
Tony. You're
and
great.
you and you directed him to use the simple course. Now I have downloaded the simple course template myself, but I was really diligently following Ben's instruction and very proud of myself for actually being able to follow and do as I'm told.
Nice.
However, when I got to, so I've set up some modules as skeleton structure, just funnel hacking what Ben was doing. And
Nice.
then he started to show us inside the module, for example, where it's starting, he has start here, and then to create the new lesson. When I go into that screen, obviously I'm in the custom course, to edit the lesson. Across the top, it says to me, you don't have dynamic replaced content in this lesson template page. You can add it editing the template page. I don't understand the language and I don't know what to do.
Great question here, Holly. Do you want to, can you share your screen?
I can try if you just give me a second.
Sure, let's see if it'll work
Okay,
with
I'm just
your
going to take excess off so that um, okay, now hang on a second. I haven't done this for a while. Can you direct me, Dante? Share is
Oh
the
yeah,
green button at the
that's
bottom.
right. Share, green button at the bottom. And then
Right.
when you share your screen, let me see. Let me click mine and see exactly what it says. Nice. So when you click share, that little pop-up is going to show up and you have multiple things you can share. It's easiest if you share your desktop. That lets me follow you anywhere that you go. You're coming through right now. Let's see.
Uh, I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. Let's give
Something.
it another second and see what happens here.
It might be the internet.
Okay, it might be the internet. So are you using a custom course or a simple course, Holly?
I was following Ben's directions and he used the custom course
Yes.
and
Okay.
he showed us to switch off a button for advanced, I think.
Correct. Oh, nice. I got you in there. I see it. I see it. Okay. So, yes, this is saying you do not have dynamic replace content in this lesson page. So that's actually just an element. If you were to click the plus button on your page.
Sorry, I'm being slow. Thank. I don't see a. Oh yes, I do see a plus.
Nice.
Thank you for highlighting it for me.
You got it. That's my favorite tool.
I just can't see it. It's a white button on a grey background.
Yes.
Now I have clicked it. It's just not acting. It's not doing anything.
Okay, I think this is just internet, Holly. I can show you exactly what this is. I'm going to stop your
Mm.
share, bring you back. I'm going to spotlight myself, and let's share. Can you see my screen now, Holly?
Yes, I can. Thank you. I'm in the depths of the countryside, so that's probably what it is.
Probably. So, uh, uh, let me hop in here. How do I show this the best way? Let's see. Um,
I'm going to try again. Oh, when I hover on it, it says add new section.
yes, there we go. Add that new section, Holly. And then you're going to add a new row to that section, a one column row. And then you're going to add element. Are
It's
you there
going
yet?
slowly.
Sure.
I'm sorry, everyone.
You're a-okay, Holly. No worries.
I don't know what it's doing. Um, I'm just taking off a Word document. Right, I've got the editor. Would you give me the instruction again, please?
I think what I want to do, Holly, is actually just show it to you like this. Can you see my screen right now?
I'm going back into Zoom.
Yes,
I can
pull
see
Zoom back
you.
up. You
I
got
can
me?
see your screen. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So here's what we really want to do, Holly. On your page, you're going to add, let me do it from scratch. Let's add a new section. You're going to add a blank section. Then we're going to add a one column row. And then from here, you're going to see your elements have lesson elements. These are dynamic elements that when you add videos to your ClickFunnels account as lesson videos, now it can pull those videos in dynamically. So this is a
Mm,
really cool tool, but I need to like for instance, this is the video element right here. And you can see as I click that video element, my video is already popping up. This is my lesson video element, which differs greatly from if I was to just go search for a video element. When I add a video element, this is just a video element where I can add my own custom video URLs right here. So I just add my videos myself. This is a great usage if you have, like, let's say your videos are stored outside of ClickFunnels on like Vimeo, for instance. This is a
mm,
great way to do it. It's simple, it's easy. My overarching opinion on this, gang, while 2.0 has amazing features, while 2.0 can build beautiful memberships, we can also do it on simple. Custom courses give us a ton of tools, courses give us a bunch of features, but I think everybody would do well with a simple course also.
mm, mm.
So you can use a simple course and you can still use that video element, or you can use the normal video element and add your videos as you go. It's actually really common to see people using simple courses and just video elements. But again, if you go into your lesson video elements, you can see that this video, we don't have nearly the amount of settings. This video is tied to lesson one. So when I put my dynamic, like in my back end of my ClickFunnels account, when I upload the video, I link it to lesson one. I basically tell ClickFunnels, this is my lesson one video. So when I add the dynamic lesson video element, it just adds that video right to the lesson. It's really cool. It's really awesome, but we don't need to do this. I basically, Holly, my overarching feeling on all of this is just use a simple course. Like, for
Yeah.
instance, if I take you back to my account, here is my simple course. I made this as a simple course. And if we preview it really quick, we can see here it is. I have the name of my course. I have my modules. I have my lessons. Here is the video itself. Here also is any other information you want to put on the page. So it's easy to run these simple courses. I would recommend everybody starts there. You can get your course launched and live and do the thing, and then we can build a custom course later on. Does that kind of make sense?
Oh, totally. I think it might be a good idea in that case for ClickFunnels to put a special note with Mission 11, um, because I surprised myself today by, really, really trying to pay attention and do exactly what I was told. And it was going beautifully. And I was then stuck because my screen didn't look like Ben's screen. And I think if it happened to me, it's guaranteed to happen to other people because I just tend to be that sort of person. If there's gas in the room, I'll smell it before anyone else. um,
I love that saying. I'm going to steal that. There's no copyrights on that, right? No trademarks?
no, I'll tell you what, that's actually a true story, Dante. It actually literally happened once. So I know it's true. Um, so yes, so if it happened to Holly, it's going to happen to someone else. And I think it would be a good idea for ClickFunnels to have a special note
It's
on
it's it's
there.
funny you say that. As I was going through the training, I thought the same thing on day
Hmm.
11.
Hmm.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to show how
Hmm.
to do the same thing using a simple course, and then I'll add it to the training. And we'll have both
Excellent.
methods on any one that anybody wants to follow. How's that sound?
Great. And if you're able to get a screenshot of my screen, then it might be good to explain what that's all about. Because if that happened to me, that's going to happen to someone else.
Uh, what do you mean your screen?
Can you see my screen now, or did I stop sharing it?
No, let me see. I just need to remove my spotlight, I think. Oh no, you did stop sharing. Could you try again really quick and just show me?
I'll try. Can you see that?
It's coming through right now. Oh, yes. Yes, where you have to add the elements, you have to make the course itself.
Yeah. So you
Right.
don't have dynamic replace content in this lesson template page, etc. that's Greek to me. So, and I've attended so many of these sessions. Someone else is also possibly going to have that mental roadblock. I don't know if that's a setting in my dashboard or what.
No, all that is you would have to add your section, add your row, then add your video element, the one that shows
Yeah.
right at the top of the screen. That's your dynamic content. It's exactly what that
Yes.
is.
Yes. And my point is that when Ben was showing us this exact template, his screen didn't look like mine.
Hmm.
Um, he didn't have that little banner, and he didn't have any dynamic content either, actually. He might have had a section. Anyway, I don't remember, but others might land on this too, was my point.
Yes, 100%. You are right as rain, Holly. I'll get that fixed up for next week. It's a
Awesome.
great
Thanks so much.
observation, honestly.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Dante. Appreciate your time.
You got it, Holly. So for you, I would love to see you do what Ben showed as far as how to create modules, how to create
Mm,
lessons, the right way to make your course. Just use a simple course, and I promise you'll get to the end of that.
yeah, fantastic. I'll do that. Thank you.
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay.
You got it, Holly. I can stop your screen share for you. Bingo. All right.
Awesome.
Awesome. Let's hop over to Tony. Hey, Tony.
Hey Dante, how are you doing? It's
I'm living
Friday.
the dream, man. How are you?
Yeah, really good, really good. Thank you. I've got a bit of feedback for you and a question.
Sure.
The feedback I'll start with is, and it might help Holly as well. Earlier in the week, I had gone down the pathway of setting up a custom course,
Yep.
and I'd got further than Holly, I think, in the sense that I had all the modules and all the lessons, and then I was into this sort of messing around with formats, trying to get it to look neat and elegant, and struggling. And your advice, I don't know what day it was, maybe Tuesday or Monday, was to abandon it and try setting up a simple course.
Mm.
So I did. And I actually just deleted the whole thing and thought, I'm going to start again with a simple course. And my observation is that there's very marginal gain from doing the custom course in terms of the formatting. There's a little bit more you can do with the panel on the left, but for the main body of the course, the middle part where the video sits and maybe the dialogue underneath and any audio or workbooks or whatever you want to put in there, it's all totally customizable anyway, even with the simple course. But it's just so much easier to do because it's just easier. I mean, the whole infrastructure of it is given to you basically, and you just have to plug in your videos and the text. So my
And,
advice would be, unless you're already pretty accomplished at flex containers and panels and you've come from a world where that's all second nature to you and you want to set up a course, I set up a simple course. I'd spent almost a day on this custom course and I set up a
mhm.
simple course after your advice in about 20 minutes. That was the difference. And I got
Awesome.
to the end of it and it was done. So thank you is my feedback for the advice. It was really what
Awesome.
little hair I had, I was tearing out by the time I got almost to the end of that custom course. So yeah, I would say as well that I mean, following on from what Holly was saying, that training is a little bit misleading because it kind of takes you down the path of a custom course, and also the when you get to that screen where you've got to decide which type of course should I do, the simple course undersells itself. It
Yes.
doesn't, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it says, if you've just got one module and whatever, use the simple course. But actually, you can have as many modules as you want, and you can do a lot of more, plenty of customization. So maybe that, if you change the dialogue box there, that might help people to realize that actually this is the place to start.
Oh, I love this. No, thank you for the feedback, Tony. The main differences so far that you're going to see with simple courses is in a simple course, your main course video is going to be pinned to the top, and then your content goes down below. Now, we can change that up too by just adding a normal video element to our simple course. So if you don't use your internal video, then that top video does not show up. And then
That's
just put
right.
your own video in there and you're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Where custom courses do start to come into play is if you want content to only display to certain people based on tags or actions. So I can have, maybe I can have like a video and a PDF show up. And that's for people that maybe only bought general admission or only have this certain tag. They can get that. But maybe if you're a VIP, then I can have other stuff render for you only based on that tag. So custom courses can get really cool, but
Yep.
for most people, we don't need that, especially when starting. So you were able to build your entire course then, Tony, right?
I've done two, in fact, and yeah, it's like it's. I mean, you learn a lot through trying the custom course, so you're already
Yes.
kind of got a bit of a head start, because when you go back to the simple course, you're familiarized with a lot of it anyway. But yeah, I mean, it is very straightforward. It's much easier
Cool.
than, say, building a funnel or something like that. It's the same principles, the same sections and rows and bits and pieces, but it's dead quick. It's really easy.
It
And as you say,
absolutely is.
there's a lot more flexibility, really, because I've played around with it now, and you can have videos below the text. You can, if you don't put the video into as an asset in ClickFunnels, but you take it from Zoomly or Vimeo or whatever, and then, and all that kind of stuff. And I was able to add workbooks and things like that. I can't have selective viewing of things maybe from what you're saying, but I don't need any of that right now. So I'm fine with it.
Right. Right. And in the future, if you want to make a VIP, just make a VIP course.
Yes.
And make a VIP simple course and send them that link instead of the normal course. It is that's how I see it. So I really appreciate the feedback so far, Tony, that it did work and you see it the same way. This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then my question was kind of general, and maybe you've covered this in some area of the training somewhere. So if so, you don't need to go into it now. You can point me to where to go. But I want to be able to use the customer database, the
customer
CRM side
center.
of. No,
Oh,
yeah, no. I want to be able to go into the customer, and I want to be able to add lots of notes and attach documents and things like that. And then in its current state, I can't do that. But I suspect there's some behind the scenes configuration I could do that would allow me to make it a repository where I could put more of my coaching material rather than having to keep it outside of ClickFunnels, if that makes sense, Dante.
yes, 100%. Let me go over here. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Okay, where are you?
I'm not being totally lazy here, Dante. I did hunt around a little bit and I didn't find it so easily either.
No, you are not being lazy at all here, Tony. Here, I'll share my screen really quick so you guys can see what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go here and here. Okay, cool. So I go to my customers tab and then I go to my contacts tab. And then
Yeah.
inside of here, we have tons of different contacts. Let me just see
Right.
if I have one of mine. Nice, I do. So let's go into the contact here. And then in the contact profile, I don't know why, but I'm just not seeing it. I don't know why I'm not seeing it either. We can add notes to a contact profile, Tony.
Good.
We absolutely can. So like right over here, you can see your opportunity right inside of the contact profile, and this will show them like inside of the CRM. I have this person valued at $7,000, and I have them in my pipeline stage of new leads. And I absolutely can have notes inside of my contact. Let me see if I have to go here. Ah, yes. Okay, it's inside of just your message hub, Tony. So we'll go back here. If you just click this button right here, Message Hub opens up. And then you can add your notes to the contact profile right here. And then these notes get added back to the contact and they show here in your overview tab. They're going to show right over here on the side. That's exactly how you can run this. So you can take a contact who opts into your course, and then
Yep.
basically how this will work, you go to your funnel itself. Let me show you. We'll hop in here. Let's go to our workflow. Inside of our workflow, I'm going to add a step, and let's get myself out of here. That step is going to be, should be in my purple. There it is. Create or move opportunity. So now customer opts into my funnel or purchases or buys my course or whatever it is. I can choose which pipeline to put them in, the stage in the pipeline that I want them in, and then I can have down, I can have my strategy, of course, their name, the deal value. I can move them over, yes or no. And then bingo, I create that step. So now as soon as somebody opts into my opt-in page, they get added to my workflow where they immediately get added to my CRM. They get put now in the proper bucket. I can then go into their contact profile, make all the notes, and all those notes are stored on the contact profile. So you can pass it off to different salesmen or different reps along the way, and they all have all that information centralized.
Okay. I'll have a run through that, and hopefully that'll work for me. And can I attach documents somewhere to each contact?
I think so. What kind of what do you mean? Like what kind of
So
documents?
so like let's say I have a client. At the minute, my clients, I have documents related to their coaching. So, I might have trackers and assessments. Maybe they've given me a business plan, and I've reviewed that. Those documents are just unique to them. At the minute, I store them outside of ClickFunnels, but it would be much, much more efficient for me to store them in ClickFunnels and have them attached to the contact. So when I go into the contact, I can see all the documents relevant to that. So it's really
Right.
like customer artifacts, if you like.
Right, right. Like you have
Yeah.
docs of, their past 10 years, all the things they've done, all the assessments, all the stuff. I
Yeah.
believe that we can, Tony. I don't know if you're going to be able to store the documents in ClickFunnels. Are you using like Google Docs for this?
I could, but I don't actually use Word documents in Excel because that's what I do. But I can use anything really. It doesn't matter for that. But I
Well,
mean,
as long as
not only would I like to store the documents in ClickFunnels, but I'd like the customer to be able to access those documents as well, because
right.
they will be, they'll have a login for ClickFunnels because they'll go into the customer center, right? They'll be able to access the free resources in the customer center, and I'd like them to be able to access their own documents if possible.
Yes.
I'm not, it doesn't have to be done, but if I was just hoping you'd say to me, easy, Tony, this is how you do it.
That is a really cool question, Tony. I don't know that I've had anybody ask me that yet.
Okay. Maybe I'm overstretching what I want to do in ClickFunnels because I'm basically bringing in some of the back end of my coaching business into ClickFunnels, but it just makes kind of sense in my head to do it that way.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Okay, so one thing I'm thinking right away is if we go to one thing I'm thinking right away is if we go to our customers contacts and we go find that one specific contact, you can go click in, go to their contact profile, and then here view in Message Hub. And here's where you can now make your notes on that contact. You can store all conversations as well. Let me just see here. We can merge that contact right We can edit it. Okay, so Tony, what you could do right away immediately, I asked if you're using Google Docs because Google Docs, I like them because they have URLs that I can share
Yeah.
anywhere on the internet. I
Yeah.
don't know that Word docs work like that.
No, they don't. No, but I mean, yeah, there's no problem to use Google Docs or
Right.
yeah,
So
no
maybe
problem at all.
maybe for like future clients and then the important ones you still work with, we just
Sure.
transition those to Google Docs because then
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can have, then we can have like maybe you do a disc assessment and you can just link that doc right here and you can just make like, your disc and then personality and levels, right? Like all the different things that you have, you can just add those as a note and then you add the URLs right here. And then all of these things will be stored on the contact profile. So anytime anybody goes to look at that contact, they can always pull up those previous documents. Having said that, you mentioned exactly what I was thinking, a customer center. We have an amazing customer center here that
Yeah.
allows people to access all of their things that they've purchased and downloads and all
Yeah.
that great stuff. So I really have to wonder if there's a cool way that we could use customer center for this. I
That
think
would that
I
would be even neater, I think, from a logical point of view, because the message hub feels a bit like it's a side piece of this for messaging, basically. And it might be kind of a workaround. I wonder if there's a more through the customer center, there's a more direct way of doing what we're talking about. Look, Dante, you don't have to dwell on it now because maybe we just need to explore this a bit, and we could get back to it next week or something. I'll have a look at what you've suggested, and I'll carry on looking for a way of configuring around the contact and the customer center, see what I can find, and maybe I'll check in with you again on Monday, maybe.
cool. That will definitely work, but don't forget about tech support. I'd actually like for you to get with our support team on this.
Yeah.
Let
Okay.
them know
I'll
what
do
you
that.
want to do. We have experts on each feature in ClickFunnels, and I think they're going to really enjoy checking this out. And I'd love to hear what they say too. So get with them, and then let's definitely wrap back on Monday and make sure to tie everything up.
Okay, will do, Dante. Thanks for your help.
Awesome. You got it, man. Great questions, Tony.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dante.
Yes, sir. Let's hop over to Sonia. Hey, hey.
Hi, happy Friday.
Happy.
So I was wondering, there was a Facebook group mentioned several times, and I don't know if I'm in the ClickFunnels Facebook group, but is there a specific VIP Facebook group as well?
No, that's my fault. Hands up accountability. As I was going over how am I going to deliver OFA in the new format, I thought Facebook groups was going to be the most viable option, but it is not. Facebook groups are terrible. It's the worst experience for customers. There's so many distractions, there's so much nonsense. Plus, Facebook groups in June are going to start removing all videos after 30 days. So if I was to use a Facebook group, then that means as a VIP, after 30 days, you lose access to your recordings. And Facebook is just absolutely terrible. So no Facebook groups. You have your specific OFA cohort. For you, that's the 14th. So are you in that community?
I am, yes. Yeah.
That's your main community. There is no Facebook group. That's on me. I'll try and get out of marketing, but it's so hard when a video has already been shot to change things. So just know for future reference, any mention of a Facebook group is actually a ClickFunnels community that you're in.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool.
Nice.
I'm currently creating a landing page for my course, and I was wondering if you can just have a quick look and tell me if I do the right thing here.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, Sonia. Let's see.
So I am sharing. Okay, this is my course. This is something else. Oh yeah, I'm thinking now about doing the simple course, or setting up a simple course of what you mentioned there. Why is that not popping down? But I'm not happy with this layout here at all, just because we have that in front of us now. Can I change the layout with keeping all the content, or do I have to do it from scratch if I want to have another layout?
So yes, you can change the layout. But when it comes to custom courses, they're just a little bit more involved.
So I just scratch that and start with this. I did not know when I started this 3 months ago or something. I did not know there is a simple course as well. I had no idea. I just clicked on buttons and I started. So
And we highlight the custom course. When you go to create a new course,
Oh.
custom course is what's already highlighted. And like Tony
Okay.
mentioned, we don't do a good enough job explaining what a simple course is and how useful it is. I would absolutely recommend you start with a simple course, Sonia. It's easy to build. You'll have this thing redone in like an hour. We can launch on that. And then when you get 1,000 members in your course and you want to make some more customizations and make it more specific, then we can just make a custom course.
All right. Okay. Yes. And I start from scratch again. That's no problem. So my
Cool.
funnel here. So I changed the course name and everything. I think I better hold on. I go around. I think that's better. I have no idea how I'm doing here, if that is too complicated or too many layers on top of each other, or if it's clear, if it's structured. So the course name is actually Skin, Gut, and Beyond.
I'm sorry, I'm looking really quick. Okay, cool. I got it. I'm sorry. I'm going to look at yours in just a moment, but for everybody in the chat, let me hit this. I want to put something in the chat for everybody. This is, how do I explain this? This is a course funnel. What is in the chat? It's by Christine Morel. If you don't know, Christine Morel is the Make Funny Ads lady. She's the guy that, she's the gal that Russell has in all of his trainings talking about advertising and creating hooks. And she has an awesome course, and she made a great course funnel that follows the frameworks of course funnels. So a great resource, anybody can funnel hack. If you're trying to sell a course under $97, the layout of this is perfect. And what she talks about, where she talks about it, absolutely perfect. It's a foundational course funnel. So I just wanted to throw that in there so everybody had that. But let's take a look from skin to gut and beyond. Start with your gut, powered by plants and rooted in healing. It's time to feel like yourself again and step boldly into the vibrant life. Come on now. So good. So good, Sonia. I'm looking at your call to action. Let's do this. Let's do what? What are customers going to get out of it? Is it going to be let's cut pounds? Is it going to be let's change? Let's fix our gut health, right? Instead of just let's do this, paint that picture of what they're going to get out of there. So when they click your call to action, they're committing. They're doing, yes, I want this thing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. But the copy is amazing. The background image is beautiful.
So it's not too much.
No, this is fantastic.
Okay. So I'm scrolling down. The
Yep.
next is that.
Look at you. Great image. Great image. Reclaim your energy, restore your glow, break from the chronic pain. Come on now. And I can obviously and clearly see we're going to be doing these with natural or homeopathic things. I'm not going to have to go buy 17 different supplement powders, right? You're going to show people how to do it themselves naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I got all that from a headline and an image. Great work, Sonia. That's a funnel. Let's keep looking.
Good.
Unlock, engage, and thrive. You get the tools, you have live sessions, and you're going to stay motivated with support communities. So good. No guessing. Healing starts here. So good.
Now I go into their path and how they are at the moment and down the emotional route or path.
So good. Keep going.
And then this is
Look
too
at
big.
that. Yes. Okay, keep going. I don't know that they're here because they're ready to feel free in their body again. I
Okay.
might make that a question. Are you
Okay.
ready to feel free in your body again? Or I might make that a claim where it's just feel free in your body again.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
like the claim better. Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense, yeah. Okay. Interesting.
It should feel
Okay.
like power.
Yes. Is that good? I
That's
thought
great.
I'm always about empowerment and about educating yourself and doing it yourself.
And your customer is as well. The customer that you're targeting is very much about empowerment from what I've heard so far. So that's perfect.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that is about their struggles,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go into my story,
Mm-hmm.
and then I start with studying the course. So I have here about the skin and the CRPS, and then my story. So the problem I have is I got CRPS in 2017. I was in a wheelchair, I was on crutches, and I got slowly healthy. And then then I turned vegan and it got better. But my breakthrough really came with changing to a whole food plant-based diet. And here I have both connected. I have rosacea. I got rosacea in 2022 after a COVID booster. My skin flared up, and nothing was working. So I focused on lifestyle again. And I have here both connected. This is from a timeline, it is not correct. Will people be picky about that and see that? Do I change that, or can I leave that together in here? And
You can leave that. I don't think people are going to be picky about that at all. It's just your story and you want to tell your story in a way that resonates with people and they can understand. You're perfectly
okay.
fine.
All right, okay. And then I explain it. Why SOS free?
What
It
is
doesn't.
SOS free? Have you told me that yet? And maybe I just didn't see it.
I haven't know. SOS free is salt, oil, sugar free. So it's
There it
no
is.
processed food. It's just no salt, no oil, no sugar, no animal products, just whole plant foods.
Yep. Cool. Yep, it's right there. Keep going. Yes.
And then let's make it stick.
Yes.
And then I start into, I don't know if I leave that. And I like that and I don't like it. I don't know. I'm unsure about that.
About your graphic?
Yes. It doesn't
I
look very professional, right? It looks a bit like from a child or so. I don't know.
You could say that. And really what's making you say that is just the arrow drawing, correct?
Probably, yeah. So I changed the arrow.
Yeah, I think we could change the arrow. This to me looks like text boxes, like we're texting back and forth, and it is absolutely perfect. I really like that. From stuck in a cycle of discomfort, battling chronic pain, fatigue, and frustration, to waking up every day feeling vibrant, energized, and confident in your skin, living a life where you thrive, not just survive. So, you mentioned chronic pain, fatigue, and I don't see that in the here.
Okay.
In the here to more so like beauty kind of things and feeling kind of things where make sure in your to here you say waking up every day with less pain, with less fatigue, feeling energized, vibrant, and confident in your skin.
Okay. Have that written down. All right. And then I go into the course. So this is the last thing I have. I haven't finished that yet. I think I changed the font here. I don't like really. I'm not happy about that. But that is
Yeah,
so the
I think
idea.
this font does look different than the other fonts that I've seen
Yeah.
on the page. So just use the same font you've been using the whole time.
Okay. And then, oh yeah, that is what I have as well. I don't know if that is not too much. What you can expect that I have the 6 pillars I go into. So food, social connections, exercise, and so on. I have that quickly explained here, but I don't know if that's not too much or too.
No, that's
That
okay.
fits in. Okay.
That's a-okay. Do you have an offer stack on this page?
Not yet, no. I have an idea about it, but I need to sit down and really go into what I'm offering in the end.
Okay, cool. Let's just scroll the bottom. Let me see what else you have. You can move pretty quick
There
over
is
here.
nothing else coming. This is just the theme. Oh yeah, there is something, but this is I just put that in here. I don't
Sure.
really want to leave that in. Yeah,
Yeah,
so this
sure.
is then
Okay, so
yes.
we want to have at the very bottom of this funnel, you just want to have a fear statement. So that'd be like basically what's a great fear statement for you is going to be what's their opportunity cost. Lay it out for them. What's it going to cost you to not take action today? What's that
Okay.
cost? What's your family going to have to cost? What are you going to have to go through? How many job promotions are you going to miss out on? Like take the things that is they're being held back from right now and present that as the opportunity cost. And that's really going to hit your fear customers. Remember, funnels are built emotion, logic, fear. So at the very bottom of that funnel, make sure to stoke the fires of fear and let them know, hey, if you don't do this thing today, you're going to be in the same boat doing the same thing, and you do it for another year, you're going to be worse off. You're not going to get the results. It'll be even harder and take even longer for you to get these results and reverse the things you're going through now. So take action today, get results today. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now, today.
And I do this below the offer on the stack or above.
I would just do this where you were showing the stuff that's not going to be there anymore. I think, oh yeah, it was way down in the funnel. It was more towards the bottom where I was like, hey, scroll down. And you said, this is all going to be gone. Yeah, right below this part where you walk through the course. So all this stuff down here, this is going to be the very bottom of your funnel. Emotion, logic, fear. Your above the fold is perfect. It doesn't really stoke too many emotion fires. It's kind of bland and it kind of speaks to everybody, but it's a-okay. It looks great. It looks professional. It will speak to your customer. Let's start with that. And we can split test a really emotional driven headline. Like maybe you're going to work with women and oh yeah, like maybe you're going to work with women and maybe their health concerns are holding them back from being a good mother. Maybe you hear moms all the time say, my temper is so short from the moment I wake up till the morning I go to bed, and I find myself screaming at my kids all the time, but I don't want to be. I want to be loving and nurturing and comforting. So let's hit them with a headline that says, stop screaming at your kids and ruining their lives, right? Like, for instance, a headline that Russell loves. He was telling a story about years ago. He was helping a gym friend. His buddy had a gym, and New Year was coming up, and his buddy was just on the end. He was about to have to close the doors. He really needed some help. So Russell wrote an email, and the headline of that email, Russell wanted it to be, again, this was a New Year's coming up to, I believe it was like a December 20 campaign they were launching. And the headline Russell wanted to run was, "Are you fat again?" Now, his buddy didn't let him do it because he was scared, but that would have worked. Oh, that would have slapped. Because if somebody is December 20th and they're thinking about the new year and their resolutions and they're thinking about last year and what they did, you're entering the conversation already in their mind. They're already thinking, man, I got fat again. They're already thinking, I didn't do the things I said I was going to do. And look, I'm in the exact same boat. They're already thinking that. So if we can enter that conversation and have a headline that invokes emotions in them, that's how we get people to click. That's how we get people to scroll. So your headline is great for now. We can definitely split test some more emotion in the future. But emotion, logic, fear. At the very bottom of the funnel, we have to lay it out for them. Hey, what's the fear? Maybe that the fear is that I'm only giving away 20 of these, or I'm only selling 20 packages. So act now. And the fear is, oh my gosh, I have to act now or I'm not going to get this thing and I'm not going to get my results. Or maybe the fear is the opportunity cost that you're going to lay out for them. If you don't do this, here's the cost it's going to have to you, and here's the cost it's going to have to your family, and here's the cost it's going to have to your career, and here's the cost it's going to have to this. And we don't want that. We want to get over this hump. Does that all make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah. Okay, I will change a few things and I will add that. Good. Yeah. So
Aside from that,
that's
Sonia, let's launch. Let's launch this bad boy. It looks amazing. Great work with this funnel.
thank you. I have one more question about your
Yeah.
AI because it's still limited on my side and I can't use it at the moment because there is this button that says you are run out of your things, of your, I don't know what it says exactly. And is that because I'm in Europe or I
On my AI?
yes, on your AI.
Oh,
Hold
no,
on,
no,
I
no.
can.
Sorry. That's just limits on my AI. I'll up the limits.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll
Okay.
up it. What time? It's 11:50. Oh gosh, it's 11:50. I'm live. Um, I might not be able to have a chance to get to this till like 6 p.m. my time Eastern, but I promise the first second I have, I'll go in there, I'll up the limits for everybody. You can ask way more questions.
That is okay. I'm no rush. Was just wondering if that's normal or if it's just my computer or whatever.
No.
There's
It's me. I'm trying to find the limits because what I want is 50,000 people using my AI every single day, building their business, launching their business, and getting results. So I'm just trying to find the happy medium of where do I set my limits so I can scale it. You're actually helping me tremendously right now doing that.
okay. You're welcome. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. And yeah,
Awesome.
next time
Let's
I
launch
go
that
over there.
funnel next week. Hey, it's Friday. Typically, people are away on Friday and the weekends. They're not on socials. They're not doing things quite as much. Let's wait till Monday to launch. A Monday
Yes.
launch, perfect. And make sure before you launch, I want clarity on that funnel. Do you have it there already?
Not on that one, no. Yes, I write that down actually. Thank you. Because I
But
think about it, but I don't do it. So I
good.
haven't
You
done it
have
yet.
you do have clarity and you know how to get it on the funnel?
Yes, I do, yeah. Yeah, I know what it is.
Perfect. Amazing. We never launch. We never drive a single ounce of traffic until we can track that and measure it and see what they're doing. Clarity is the key for that.
Okay, cool. Good,
Awesome.
thank
Great
you.
work, Sonia.
Thanks.
All right, let's hop over to nice Maria. Hey, Maria.
Hi, Dante. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I'm really loving this class.
Bingo. Love that. That's what I like to hear.
Okay, so I've got my email and workflow set up, and I've added my course to the funnel. But for some mysterious reason, my order form is doing a disappearing act. It's just not showing up. So my question is, could you walk me through what I might be missing or where I should look to make sure my order form is live and everything is flowing smoothly?
Yes, I definitely can. Can you share your screen?
Sure.
Great. Let's take a look.
Here I come. Mm, I think it's where is it?
Actually, while you get that set up, Maria, I'm going to step away for just a moment so I can lock in for the rest of this hour. I'll be right back.
Mhm. Sure. Let me see. I think I go. Oh, okay. Um, can you see? Okay, well,
No, you're not showing your screen if that's what you're
you're
trying to
not
do.
sharing? Oh,
No, you're
okay.
not sharing your screen.
Okay. Let me see. I might be.
The share screen, the green button at the bottom says share. There you
Yeah.
go.
Can you see now?
Yes, now we can see it. We have to wait for
Okay.
Dante to come back, but we can see it.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Um,
All right. Nice.
Yes.
Here we are.
All right.
Okay, hold on now. So, as I look at your order form page, the first thing that I'm seeing, let's scroll up. So, I see this first page and I see a purple bag and I also see a caution sign. So, that tells me that you added products to this first page. Is this first page meant to sell a product?
It should,
No.
yeah, that's my question. In my other funnel, this warning sign was down here on the order form. This is why I'm puzzled. What am I doing?
Okay, let's go down to your order form.
Okay.
And just stay right here, just so I can walk you guys through what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. First off, right here, I can see the order form. So you did put the order form on this page, and I can just see it right there because you put it in the above the fold. But I see the purple bag. I see no caution signs anywhere. So this looks to me, as I'm seeing it, is you created an order form. It has a product attached, no cautions. This form would be ready to rock and roll. Very different than your top one. So that very first page, Maria, what is the purpose of that page? Are they opting in? Is it a sales page that just delivers the message?
Exactly. So I am doing the funnel just how it is taught on the one day channel.
I'm sorry, are you
Funnel
ecom or expert track?
expert track.
Okay, great.
Yeah, on the expert track. So on this first form, it is me talking about it, kind of like the hook, the story. This where I tell people, sign in, give me your name, your email, and there's a
Yes.
gift for you, which is the another email about another video about myself talking about this, which is life purpose.
Yes.
What I'm doing is I'm doing personal development courses, online courses, and also coaching, right? So for this funnel
Nice.
specifically, yeah, I'm telling people, hey, if you want to, make it, I'm talking about life purpose. Once you discover your life purpose, everything makes sense. You kind of can thrive in life and you stop suffering. That is the whole thing about this funnel.
Yep. Find your
Okay.
why and it unlocks everything else.
Exactly. That's it. So this first
Lovely.
thing is what I'm talking people into giving me their email. So this
So then this
sec
first page is just an opt-in page then. That's all it is. You're just give me your name and email and I'll deliver to you something of value.
exactly.
Okay, great. All we need to do then is take the product off of this page. I can see you have a product on the page because of that purple bag in the bottom left of it. And put your mouse on the caution sign, the little triangle. It'll actually show you, if you put your mouse on it and leave it, it'll show you the problem. This step has products attached that is not set up to display. So you have a product on this page, but no order form to sell the product. That's saying, and that's as it should be, because this is not a sales page, it's an opt-in page. Let's just remove that product. I saw you going to the three dots. I think you know how to do it. Let's do it. I want you to drive.
Okay. If I remember how I added, a lot of times I have to go back to the videos where the tutorials to make sure that I'm doing everything step by step. But I think you go here. Oh no, wait a minute.
Close. Try
Oh, yeah,
again.
okay.
Very
Okay.
close. Hey, thanks for obliging me here, Maria. This is how we learn, gang. This is it. I did the same thing when I first started, over and over. We're just learning the tool. So it's not wrong that we go back to video training, but let's learn together. It wasn't the settings. Where else do you think it would be, Maria?
I think it is remove.
Close, but remove would be to remove the step itself. What we're looking for is products. Do you have anything that says products there?
Oh, manage products. There you
Look
go.
at you. And you did it with everybody looking at you, with all the pressure. This is the most pressure in the world. Everybody's watching you work right now. Great job.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do this little exercise with you, Maria, so you and everybody here could know you're so much smarter than you give yourself credit for. You are so much more knowledgeable than you give yourself credit for. And Maria, if I can just ask you a question, would you say that you have a fear of technology at all?
No fear, no fear,
Cool.
because I will not say that. I'm just, working through things. But I take a lot of notes. I take a lot of notes, step by step, and I just been very patient to myself. But yeah, I think I've
Cool.
overcome that fear. I'm talking myself into, hey, I'm working through things, but I just take time to get things done.
That's a-okay. When I first found this world, I had a massive fear of technology. Although I'm a millennial and I was born into technology, I never cared about technology. I like scoring goals and making people laugh. That was my game. So I had a huge fear of technology that I had to overcome. Does anybody here feel like they have a fear of technology? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like I might have a little bit of tech fear. I love you guys' honesty. It's amazing.
You
So
know,
I just need you all to know you are so much smarter than you give yourself credit for. And remember, funnel hackers do not step in fear. We step in faith. So please, when I'm not here, I know it's so much easier when I'm here. You have a safety net, and that just eliminates your fear of technology. The only reason that you do better because you're here is because I'm here, and now you don't have that fear. You're stepping in faith, and you're allowing me to take away that fear. You can do it when you're alone. Feel free, click the buttons, take your time, look through all the settings, actually read what they say. I promise all of you are so much more capable than you give yourself credit for, just like I was when I first came into this world. So appreciate you letting me do all that, Maria. You're awesome. Let's go up to your products. I saw them just up on your list. Scroll up here just a little bit.
okay, so from here, this is done from this page. I can get out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You actually already removed those products. Great work. Now we can see on the page, if I get my annotate back, the purple bag is gone, as well as the caution sign. Everything is rocking and rolling. So while I have you here, let's go. Let me move all this. Let's enter the editor really quick. I want to make sure this page is set up to collect leads. Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also wanted to make sure that my email and workflow is how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Great thumbnail. Great thumbnail. Thumbnails are so important when it comes to our videos, or even just when we have images on the page, which really is what this is, just an image. Awesome. Awesome job. Now, we can split test thumbnails too. That thumbnail, sorry, scroll to the top for me, please. This thumbnail of you, that is the thumbnail I'm referring to. That looks like, hey, we're getting ready to get to work. And you're pointing up to your headline, which is just awesome. That's so good. If you wanted to split test this image in the future, this one really implies let's get down to work. You have a great bookshelf behind you and everything, so you could stay on the same scene, but instead, we could do a thumbnail like this, smiling. We can do open arms, welcome, right? Just little things, but this is really, really great. And as I'm looking, scroll me to the very top. Let me see how the above the fold lands again. Now that we're here, there it is. Amazing. This looks great. Without even seeing the words, this looks exactly as we want it to. And I can see your button on the right-hand side is set to open the pop-up. So you're going to be collecting leads in your pop-up. Let's go click up here and let's go look at your pop-up. Jesse, no, welcome. Great to have you here. No, you did not miss it. We're about to start that right now. Get specifically into the expert track of the challenge and your one-to-many presentations. Russell's just on the injury list this week. He tore both his biceps, so he's not able to be with us today. He'll be back next week. I'll be taking over him for today, but you're in the perfect spot, Jesse. We're about to get rolling on that.
I wanted to add the name also. This is I am asking people for the email, but I wanted to add as the first name.
Yeah, we want their first name so that when I send them an email, I can say, hey, Tony, hey, Sharon, hey, Sonia, great to have you. Thanks for saying yes to yourself. Here's the video I promised. You're absolutely right. So let's click on your pop-up. That'll just get out of the settings to the right.
Click on
Right, your actual pop-up itself, like anywhere in this box.
here. Okay.
Yep, just click there. Settings on the right go away. Bingo. Let me get my drawing to go away. Okay, so now we have two options. We could add a new input element, which that's what your email is. That's an input element, or we can just clone it. Let's clone it together. Put your mouse on the email box and clone. It's the two pages on top of each other. Beautiful. Here we go. So now this first one, let's make it name. Click your element. Yep, that'll pull up the element settings. Now in the top right, look at you. Your input type is going to be first. Beautiful. A golden rule of thumb for marketing, gang, is the more things we ask of people, the lower our conversions. That's why you see typically most opt-in forms that are bare bones, as we call it. Most of those opt-in forms have a name and an email. They have the name they're asking for, so they can address you by name in the email sequencing and make everything feel more personalized to you. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Step one, enter your email address. We're going to have to change that copy now. Step one is going to be fill in your information below, or fill out the form below, something like that, because you're now asking for more than just an email address. And I'm looking right here on the page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but aside from that, this looks awesome.
Okay, and where is that? Oh, here.
Yes, right there, just that text. Yep. And we probably don't want to have step one because there's really only one step.
Yeah.
So we could instead just say fill in your information below.
Okay. How about
Beautiful.
that?
Doesn't Aki mean here?
Yeah.
Let's say below. Nice. Beautiful. We as marketers must give customers clear instructions for them to do the thing. So easy. Remember, don't be cute, be clear. I love that saying. Trey, I heard that years ago, and Trey said it again like 6 months ago. It just fired up my brain of all the things I've been able to do in this world and all the things I've been able to see. That is absolutely one of the sins. Everybody tries to be cute. Everybody tries to make this copy that's like, oh, this is staggering, but it's not. It confuses our customers and it decreases our conversions. So now this page is rocking and rolling. If they click the button, it opens the pop-up. Anywhere on the page, they see this and they get to opt in for the thing. Perfect.
Thank you. Okay.
So, did you have questions about your order form page? I can guarantee that it works because I saw what I needed to see, but if you have questions, we can get those answered.
Yes, when I tried to enter that my credit card or credit card to see if it's working, the order form was kind of like not available because it was saying that a course was not added to it, but it was. So I wasn't sure if that was,
Very interesting. Let's go take a look at that, please. Let's
yeah.
exit the editor top left.
And then my email, I'm not sure if I have the email set up correctly.
We'll
But
check
here's
that
the
in just
order
a
form.
minute. That's an
Yeah.
easy check. So nice. We have our order form. We have a product selected. Just click that purple bag in the bottom for me. That'll bring you to your products. And let me just see what we have connected. You can either click the bag or 3 dots, manage products. Kind of depends on each person's computer.
For some reason, it's not
Yeah, I think it's
opening.
your mouse is really big. Just move your mouse down a little bit. Down a little more. Down,
Yeah.
down, down. You'll see the 3 dots highlight.
Oh,
There it is. Yeah, down there. And
Okay.
manage products.
Manage product.
Go down a little more.
Whoops, 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 whoops. Ah, Okay, so this right here, the form is just keeps saying, it just keeps doing that.
Have you set
And
up Payments AI?
yeah, I did, and I think I have what is it? Stripe. I mean, PayPal.
Okay.
Okay.
Manage products. Okay. Okay. The only thing that I'm seeing is on your bottom product, you don't have a price set. Actually, scroll up for me. You have two products here on this page right now. And as you have it set up, you have two flagship products. Yes, you have your main product for 22 and you have another product with no price set. We may just need to set the price of that product. But I'm curious, Maria, did you intend for this to be your main product and this to be your bump?
Yes, what I'm doing to do is because I really want to people to to try this, to try this product. And also I want to want to get people to give me their feedback. I really want to make it as accessible. So yes, it's just one product for 22 bucks, and the session with me is like a bonus thing. It's like once you purchase this product for 22 bucks, you get to schedule a 30-minute one-on-one on me to talk about your life purpose, talk about anything you want. So yeah, it is basically one and the one order bump. Yeah.
Cool. And what's the price for that bump going to be?
It would be like for people who like separately who did not went through ordering this product, it would be
Uh-huh.
$80. But for people, because some but for people who purchase this product, it's going to be a bonus. So it's free.
For people who purchase what product?
This product above,
Ah.
the one for 22.
So here's how it works, Maria. Everybody who goes to this order form, this is your flagship product. They have to purchase this.
Yeah,
They cannot purchase just the bump alone.
right.
Everybody who gets it, they have to purchase your flagship product up top. So
Yeah,
there will be no, if they purchase the main product, then they get this for free. Everybody is going to purchase the main product. So anybody who gets your bump absolutely has purchased the flagship product. Does that make sense?
yeah, exactly.
Cool. But this is your time, Maria. Your time, excuse me, your time is by far your most valuable asset, and your time should be regarded as the most valuable thing that you own.
Hmm.
Many times when we give our time away for a low price point, it actually devalues us and our products and our services. So I love your mindset on this. You're trying to build a list, right? You're trying to build a business. You're trying to get people into your world, deliver results, establish value, build yourself into an authority, correct?
Exactly.
Love that. How about you keep your flagship uh, uh keep your flagship product as is, but let's change the price. 22. So anytime I see 0.00, I cringe. I absolutely cringe. Why? Why do I cringe? Because when I first found this world, I learned about pricing models. Have I told you about universal numbers yet, Maria?
Yes, you did. You mentioned that 357 kind of makes sense
One,
psychologically for people to push it to want and get into to do something.
yes. The universal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. So when I learned this, it was like, okay, cool. And then Russell told me to go to the grocery store and look at the products that are in the grocery store that
Oh,
I
I
buy
remember.
every single day. And I did. And sure enough, all of them end in 0.97 or 0.99. Nothing is ever $4 flat. It's always $3.99. So when I first learned this, I, like a goofball,
Oh,
said, I don't want to play by those rules. I don't like those rules. I'm not going to play by that. I don't like $3.99. It seems like I'm trying to be skeezy. It seems like I'm trying to be smart. I'm just going to make it $4 flat. And guess what? I struggled because I learned the rules to the game and I did not play by them. Please do not do that, anybody here. So I'd love for you to run a real pricing model on this, Maria, a pricing model that customers are used to and that makes them swing the bat faster. So how about 1997? Or how about 2197? Or how about 2397?
2397.
That sounds lovely. 2397. Yep. That's all universal numbers. That's a price point customers are quite used to seeing. I think that will get you far more conversions than a 22.00.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And then for your bump, let's make your bump $47. That's an unbelievably attractive price point to grab an hour of somebody's time and to have. Now, I heard you talking about this consultation, and I didn't really hear a deliverable. You know, as you expressed it to me, it was people can get this hour session with me and they can talk about whatever they want, their life, their purpose, their passion, whatever. And that's cool. But what are they going to get out of that call? Like, you have to have a deliverable. Are they going to get a roadmap set? Is that what this call is about? So you can learn about them and set a custom roadmap for them to take the course and what to do in their spare time? Well, that's sexy. Now that's something we can really present as an offer. It's your time, and they get from it a custom roadmap. If you don't have that deliverable, you most certainly will get people to take an hour of your time for $47, and you'll go into those sessions, and you'll have a bunch of people that are just trying to talk about themselves and use you as a therapist, basically. And cool, if you want to trade time for money, we can do that. Add a deliverable to it. Let's fill up your appointment calendar with these calls, and now we can build real authority. Every single person who takes a call, you ask for a review after that. You say, hey, I'm really glad to do this. If you enjoyed this call, the greatest thing you can ever do for me is leave a review. And then maybe also, Maria, you want to incentivize reviews on this early on stage. So then you can add an incentive to that as well. If there's no incentive, why do customers do the thing, right? They need to get something out of it, because as much as we want to think they care about us, they don't. This is something we need to know. We need to wake up knowing and feeling this every single day. Our customers don't care about us. Our customers care about themselves, the problems they're having every day, and their personal value ladder and how they're going to climb it. That's all that they care about. So come up with a deliverable for your call. I think custom roadmaps would be really simple and probably something a lot of your people would bite on. After the call, ask them to leave review, and then say, for everybody this month that leaves a review, I'm actually going to have a group coaching session where I'm going to teach this principle and I'm going to help you apply it to your life. Well, now in just a short month, we're getting calls, we're generating revenues, we're building reviews, which we need so dearly. That builds our authority in the marketplace. You're posting all month on social media about the great successes that you're seeing. We've started a fire, and now we can pour gas on it with ads. Does that all make sense?
Wow, that's an amazing idea. Yeah, it does make sense. That's mind blowing.
Bingo.
Because I wanted to, do that. I wanted to, when people get with me, I wanted to make it beneficial for them and for me. So I wanted to, get them thinking about, we're not just going to sit here to talk about air. We're going to sit here to talk about, with something, with an intention, with a goal in mind. And so inviting them to a monthly live session makes sense. So we can keep, they can keep coming back. That's what I want. I want to start creating that bonding with them and knowing that somebody's there for them. Mm-hmm.
That should be an upsell down the line, and you can add this later on in this funnel, Maria, or maybe you offer it to them a month later after they've gone through your course, they've done the thing, they received the results because you help them now take a step forward in their personal value ladder. And every time we help somebody take a step forward, we introduce 3 to 5 more problems they didn't have down here. What you can have, Maria, is a paid community. Have a paid community that people pay $27, $47 a month, and now they go to that community, and you can go live once a week. and you can talk to your people and you can build into them just like I do here. You have group coaching sessions all about your topic. That can be an upsell. Specifically, I'm talking about my whole thing there was to get you started and to get fire from the beginning, to offer the $47 hour-long consultation to give them a custom roadmap. At the call, at the end of it, with the person, you say, I'd love for you to leave me a review. For every person this month who does, I'm actually going to give you a one-time session, not a monthly session. It'll be a one-time bonus session for only people who left reviews, and I'm going to teach you this thing, and I'm going to help you apply it to your life as well. That's great bait. You only have to do one session, but how many reviews can we get? You know, typically 1 out of 8 people you can get to leave a review, because customers don't care about you. They care about themselves. Even if you do an amazing job, they just don't care. So now let's say you get 10 clients in your first month, 10 people take the call. Just offering incentive, just by you giving bait to them, they'll now go fill out a review because they want that next thing for free. So you did 10 calls and 1 out of 8. So you would expect for your 10 calls, 1, maybe 2 reviews. But now that we add incentive to it, well, now it's more like 1 out of 3 people leaves a review. So now you're getting, if you have 10 calls, now you're getting 3 or maybe 4 reviews. We just 4x'd our reviews, especially at the beginning. You're entering the market with force. Does that all make sense?
Oh yeah, it does.
Cool.
It does. And I think it's working. I think I want to do that. Yeah.
Love that. Love that. And then nurture these people. You don't have to make a paid community right now. You don't have to do all
Right.
those things. Nurture our leads. Go launch this funnel. Go acquire customers. Go get them in the course. Go do this thing for a whole month. And as you're doing it, you can just be softly talking about, hey, I've thought about starting up a private community for people I could go live once a week and I could be plugged into you constantly. You can ask questions. I can help you over hurdles, and we can work together really intimately to get great results. Is that something you'd be interested in? They're all going to say yes. And you've softly put it in their mind that this thing is coming. So when you launch it out after the first month, boom, they're primed. They're ready to roll.
Amazing.
Awesome. Hey, Maria, let's go check out your email sequence really, really quick.
Sure. Okay. So this is good now? This page is
Yes. Well, no, sorry, not quite. We need to take that bump product and move it down as a bump. So the 3 dots, click and hold right there, drag it down to your order bump. Now we have a flagship product and an order bump product. That's how we need it to look. Perfect. Now we're good. Let's click off to the side and let's go look at your
I just have to change the price. I'm going to do that before I make it live. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your products tab and put the price at $47. $47.97 is what I would put personally.
I really appreciate this reminder, Dante, because I mean, I'm trying to be helpful to other people, but also realistic about my time, and people who really are ready to commit, to do something for themselves, they will pay $47. I don't think it's a lot. I don't
It's
think
not.
it's a
It's
lot.
it's an
price.
irresistible offer, is what it is.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you letting me use you as a teaching moment here. Something I've noticed over the years is a lot of times people that put 0.00 at the end of their price points are super honest people. You don't want to be deceitful in any way, shape, or form. You don't want to make people feel like you're tricking them in any way, shape, or form. I love that, but I also want to grow you guys into marketers. I want to up here and get a little shifty with our wordage. That's the fun stuff. But so you have a beautiful heart, Maria. That's all I wanted to say with that. I love it, but we do need to play the game. Once we learn the rules to the game, we have to. That's how we win. That's how you win at life. Learn the rules to the game better than the other guy, and then you can play the game better than the other guy. Even if you're not as strong, not as fast, not as athletic, you know the rules better, so you can play better.
Exactly. That's why I'm here. Because I really want to know the game, and I'm doing that, and I also have, I have to pay my rent. I have to pay food. So that's why I'm working. I'm working because I love to help people, but I also have to pay my bills.
Yep, we sure do. We sure do. Okay, so let's go to your top workflow. You're not going to need the bottom one, order confirmation and upsell sequence. You're not going to need that one. So let's go to your top workflow, course proposal video.
Where is that?
This one.
Okay. Okay. And
And just click into it. Yep, just click it. It'll take us right to the workflow. Cool. Hey, Jesse, don't leave too. You're going to be first in just a moment here. Thank you for your patience. I'm so sorry we haven't been able to speak yet. Okay, so here's our workflow. Nice. Here's our workflow connected to the opt-in page. So when they opt in, here is the series of events we want to have happen. First thing I want to see in your workflow is to tag your contacts. So if somebody opts in, you're going to tag them. And if somebody purchases on your order form, that will be connected to a separate workflow that will also tag them. And now you can see clearly, oh, what people only opted in, what people opted in and purchased. Now you can automate your marketing efforts to all the people that opted in and did not purchase. So let's add that tag step. Click the gray plus for me, or the gray circle right below the trigger. Yes. And scroll down to your purple options. And the first one is tag contact. Bingo. I want to see this as the first step in everybody's workflow. Now let's make the tag. Go to your contact tags box right here, click it, and then you're going to type out, the tag is only what you see. So, have you already created that tag by chance?
is that okay if I name it as the same name as the my product here?
Yes, but remember, this is not your product funnel. Right now on the left-hand side, we can see what funnel is connected. This is your opt-in funnel. So how would you like to tag contacts? A lot of times we'll just use the tag of what they opted in for.
Okay.
Look at you. Perfect. Now you made the tag, create the step.
Oh, create the step. Okay.
Bingo. Now every single person who opts into this opt-in page, as soon as they opt in, whoop, they get added to the workflow, whoop, they get tagged. Now you're staying organized. After this tag step, you probably want to send an email, right?
Yeah.
So let's add our email step. Click the plus again below the tags. That's right. Uh-huh. Now we're going to scroll to the top and we're going to choose send email. Bingo. Now, have you created an email yet that you want to use?
Yes, I did.
Nice. Let's go to our previous emails tab then. Yep. Perfect. Now here's all the previous emails that you've made and created. So feel free to look through this list, Maria, find the template, the email layout that you would like to use, and then boom. When it comes to emails, gang, I want you to work hard on your first email. Design it like you want it to look. Make it look as you want it to look, because once you do that first email, you can use the same thing over and over and over. Just change the words, the images, and the buttons. Cool. You have your email. Let's create that. Yeah, the name only you see. So name this whatever you want. Nice. Subject, customers do see. Beautiful. Pre-headline, you can edit that later. You're good to go for now. All of this can be edited later on as well.
Okay.
Beautiful. Create.
Okay. I'm almost there. Okay. And,
Nice. And just like that, Maria, you have what I need to see in your workflow. After this first email, you probably want to add a 1-day delay and then have another email that goes out, and then a 1-day delay and another email. And you just keep doing a 1-day delay and an email until you have this sequence built out and connected. That's it.
How do I do 1-day delay?
Great question. Let's scroll down, and I believe it's in the bottom of our green steps. It says delay. Let's go up to the green.
Oh, green. Okay.
And yeah, there it is, delay.
Okay.
And now the duration will be 1. The interval will be days.
Okay.
And create. That's it. Now next, you go make your first email, and then you have your delay. And then, go add your next email, and then add another delay. And that's it. You start with a tag to stay organized, choose the emails, make them as they go out, rocking and rolling.
Okay. So how many emails with 1-day delay you think I should make
Probably at
total?
least 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, because the first email should thank them for opting in, confirm that they opted in, and just give them more encouragement. Hey, make sure to go do the course right now so you can receive these results. Emails 2 and 3. Email 2 might be like, hey, make sure to go and email 2 might actually just tell them a success story of the past. Hey, have you gone through the training yet? Have you gone through the free thing? Have you watched the video that I shared with you? If so, you should have learned this, this, and this. And I want to tell you a story about somebody who applied these things and got great results, right? So simple email, just email 2, telling a story. Email 3 can be all about fear. Hey, did you not watch the video? Have you forgotten to watch that? I don't want you to lose out on this, because let me tell you a story about somebody who did the thing years ago but never saw it through. And they experienced this. And if I fast forward to where they are right now, they're living in a ditch somewhere outside San Francisco, right? Just a little bit of fear in our third email. And a 3-part email sequence could be all you need to get started here.
Okay, great. Yeah. So that'll be emotion, logic, and fear, right?
There it
To
is.
get them going.
You absolutely can.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, this is the masterpiece that was missing, Dante. So, wow, I just feel that everything is making sense. I'm almost there. So I feel that I'm going to be working on my emails.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I love that, Maria. Perfect. Work on your emails. Just worry about the first one. Once your first email says the words you need it to say, launch. And then you can come back and make the rest of the emails. But let's get this thing out there. From here, the game. Pick up your phone. Hey guys, Maria here. I know I've been quiet for a couple of weeks, but I found some amazing things that I want to share with you. Just go talk about the thing you're already knowledgeable and passionate about.
Got it. And I'll keep you posted too, Dante. Thank you. You're the best. You're amazing. Thank you so
I don't know
much.
about all that, but I love doing what I do. Thanks for being a great student, Maria.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I can stop your screen share for you. All right, bingo. Let's hop over to Jesse. Jesse, I'm so sorry we've not been able to speak.
No worries. Thanks for putting
Awesome.
me
You
ahead.
got it. How can I help today?
So I was thinking more about that survey that we had talked about finding my audience and asking them what kind of product they want, and then doing a market based approach. And the whole thing though, I feel, is that I'm struggling getting traffic to my funnels because I'm having trouble finding my audience. So I'm kind of stuck here. Like, how do I survey the people that I can't find? And once I do that, don't I want to market to them first and see if the things I already have available are good? I'm just struggling to find them. So I have a few tactics that I've been trying. I've been doing the Facebook groups,
Yes.
but they all have very strict no marketing policies. I've gotten kicked out of one from marketing in my DMs. And I've just been depending on organic content, hopefully reaching somebody. And that's been pretty ineffective, I think. I've been trying networking, but but the thing I keep hearing from a lot of people is I don't know any smokers. I don't know anyone that smokes. And you would think that they don't exist, but I know they do. I know they're lurking in the shadows, and I don't know how to find them and reach them. And it's not even just smokers that I'm trying to reach. I have an ICA that is very specific. And honestly, I think my ICA is probably not even spending time in quit smoking Facebook groups. So I'm just at a loss here.
Okay, cool. Instead of going to Facebook groups, Jesse, you can run a Facebook engagement campaign. It's a Facebook ad, and it's literally called a Facebook engagement campaign. And this works amazing. We've had people have great success with this. Did you watch the Trey training on that survey?
I got through the first half. So I got to the part
Cool.
where he was making the Google Forms. So I kind of have an idea of where it's going, but I didn't finish it.
Beautiful. First off, follow exactly what Trey says. Trey uses a Google form. I use a Google form. Trey has these questions. I have these questions. The number one thing I've seen slow people down or stop them or not get the results is because they try and change it up.
Mhm.
So Google Forms, everybody knows what they are. I've seen people try and use Jot forms, which are foreign to customers, and a confused mind always says no. I've seen people try and run surveys, which the customer doesn't understand, but everybody knows what a Google form is. So just do exactly what Trey says. But let me show my screen really quick because I have another idea for you, and this has just worked forever. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Let me see if I can move this into this tab. Come on, let me do it. Move this over here, move this over here, and like so. Okay, cool. So I just went to Facebook and I just hit stop smoking. And right here, how to stop smoking naturally, 18,000 members, 35 comments on this person's thing. So here's what we've done for years, Jesse. You would go to your Facebook profile and you would update your cover photo. And the cover photo would be all about your business and what you do. It would just be an image that says, my name is Jesse, whatever your last name is, and I help smokers quit smoking through whatever the vehicle that you use is. Through knowledge, through training, through hypnosis, right? That's it. So you make your Facebook cover photo that thing. And then you can just go to groups like this and go answer questions. Go provide amazing feedback to these people. Answer their questions, and they're going to reach out to you. You can also say, in your Facebook cover photo, your vehicle can be a free course. I help smokers stop smoking through my free course. Easy peasy. So now as you're going out and providing massive value to customers, the person you're commenting on sees your comment, and it's a really great comment. It helps them. It answers their question. And what happens when somebody provides value to you on Facebook? Don't you put your mouse on their face and click and go look at their profile and want to learn a little bit about them? And now they go do that to you, and your cover photo says, I help smokers stop smoking through my completely free course. DM for info, and they'll go DM. So you'll be generating traffic just by providing great answers to people. Then you can also DM people. So after you provide that answer, you can also go into their DMs, send them a message, say, hey, I saw your question, I gave an answer, I hope it helps, and I hope all the best. I just want you to know I have a totally free course that shows you how to get started, how to take your first steps, and how to really make moves to stop smoking. I'd love to share it with you. If you're interested in my course, just let me know. I'll send it right over. And then they'll say, absolutely, I want that free course. Give it to me. And now you're generating leads. Now you're bringing people into your world. We've done this for years, Jesse, and it still works today.
Okay,
Now,
I've done some of those pieces. I have the banner up right now. I've been answering questions. I've been asking people to DM me for more support. And the thing is,
don't ask that. Don't ask that. Just DM them and offer them, say, hey, I have a totally free course that has helped hundreds of people stop smoking. If you're serious, I'd love to get it in your hands so you can take the right steps today. Your answers should just be high value answers asking nothing in return.
Got it.
Yep. So from there, on top of that, then you can run a Facebook engagement campaign. They work amazingly. Let me get this down. They work so well. And it's just going to show up in people's feeds as they're scrolling Facebook. And you're going to offer them a $50 Amazon gift card, which everybody can use. You offer them a $50 Amazon gift card. They fill out the form. They answer the questions. They get entered to the drawing, and you get those leads. Those become your people. Now we're building a business. And another way that I've seen people frame the questionnaire, the survey, if you keep getting kicked out of groups, you can do something like, help us settle a debate. You know, me and my husband, or me and my mom, me and this person have both quit smoking. They think this is the most important part of quitting smoking. I think this is the most important part of quitting smoking. As a current smoker, which one do you think is the most important? Answer your question below and be entered to get a $50 Amazon gift card. It's just a fun little way to make it not marketing, not salesy. It's just, hey, help us solve a problem. Help us answer a question. It's also got a nice little viral effect too. These things go viral all the time when we frame it as like, help us settle a debate. Tell us who's right.
Okay. That's interesting. I like that.
Mm-hmm. So what other questions do we have, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm just taking that in. Okay.
Yeah, take your time. That's amazing.
Yeah, so how much should I spend on this ad, do you think?
Oh,
Okay.
you can probably start at like $10 a day, and Facebook engagement campaigns. I mean, you're going to get people to fill out your survey for 5 to 10 cents. Really, really, really cheap leads. Some of the cheapest leads you can get out there right now.
Okay, so should I run it for a week at least, right?
I'd run it for a week at least. Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm wondering how to adapt Trey's, like following Trey exactly by the T. It's like not really possible for me because he has physical products
Yes.
and I'm doing the expert track. So do I kind of just ask more general questions instead of having pictures where people would take a picture? I would ask things like what would be the most valuable to you, and then give them some options. And
Yes.
kind of weird.
You are.
Go ahead.
Please go ahead. No, please, Jesse.
I'm wondering too about like leaving things open with that submit a response thing. That's a little bit harder for me because it's going to be an option for the next person, and I'm not sure I want that because I have no idea what people are going to type in there.
Oh, you just pay attention to it though, Jesse. You just pay attention to your survey. Oh, keep it open because you want that feedback so dearly. So many times people are going to say things. You're like, I didn't even think of that. I never even encountered that on my journey. But that's what they're thinking. That's their dinner table conversation. Definitely keep that on there.
Okay. Okay, so maybe I'll just try to get one up and maybe bring it to another meeting with you and see what you think of it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's Friday right now, and like I was sharing earlier, you weren't here for that. But typically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, people are away from their computers. They're off their phones, spending time with family, doing fun events. It's the least traffic time in most cases. So maybe let's just set it up this weekend, and we can start running it Monday morning when people are back online.
Oh, that is so helpful. I thought that people were more available on the weekends.
It truly depends on your customer. It depends on your customer. I think in this case, your customer is probably going to be out doing events, going and doing things with their family, and not wasting time at work all day, like Monday to Friday.
Okay. Got it. Thank you so much. This is really helpful for me to get started.
Awesome. Love that, Jesse. Great stuff here. Hey, I want to put another training. I want to put a link in the chat. I shared it with everybody earlier, but I definitely want you to have it. It's for an amazing funnel that sells a course. It's from one of Russell's really good friends. She's very hyper successful with this course, but as you're an expert. I've heard you are an expert. Sure, maybe you'll sell physical not smoking products like, I don't know, maybe like a squeezy bowl. So when they have a craving, they can squeeze it and squeeze the craving away. Maybe you'll have some e-com products that can definitely go along with it. But as I see it, you are 100% an expert. You have the knowledge, you have the frameworks, you have the training, the principles for people to follow to get the results. So a course is probably going to be a great option for you, Jesse. And especially if you're going to make a free course, something really cool that you can do is you can make a paid course, but make the first module and those lessons for free. What a great system. Now I'm going online, I'm answering questions, I'm providing value, I'm generating traffic organically and naturally. People are getting my free course. They take my modules, and when they're in my free course, they can see there's more modules and more training to take. So they get results from module 1, and naturally they want to go take the rest and continue to get great results and continue their journey. So I just wanted to send you that funnel in the chat. If you want to build a course funnel, she followed the framework beautifully. These have been converting forever. They will always convert exactly as she made it.
Great idea. I love that.
Awesome. You got it, Jesse. Great stuff.
Thank you.
You got it. Really quick, Sarah had a question earlier, and Sarah's question was, Dante, why did you make your own AI? Why didn't you just use ChatGPT? Because you can make your own GPTs. Why wouldn't you just do that? I made my own AI because I can control what it is trained on. And I don't want to just make a GPT that can be trained on the internet or the entirety of everything out there. I specifically got to upload what I wanted to upload as base knowledge material. And then from there, I got to give my own knowledge to it and then train it. My AI is specifically trained on every single book and training and course that Russell has ever done on marketing principles. It is trained on a tremendous amount of Dan Kennedy, which that's all that sales funnels are online. That's all it is. Dan Kennedy was a master of direct mail marketing, which was sales funnels before the internet. So it's trained on the principles and concepts of direct mail from the past and the current principles and concepts of funnels, which is just direct mail online, plus a little bit of extra stuff that I've learned along the way. Does that answer your question on that, Sarah?
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the thing. Is it something you developed, or is it a?
No, it is a tool. I'll shoot you a message.
Yeah.
You're my Facebook Messenger. I'll shoot you a link to it later.
Okay, so I'll try also. Okay, to compare. Great.
Yeah, it's cool. You can start with a GPT, Sarah. Feel free to make your own custom GPT.
I've
can still train
it actually. Yeah, I've started. It's easy, and but
it is.
but
like
I just wanted to know because I saw it was a different one. So
yeah, my AI that I have and the software that I use for it also has emails that I can attach to it. So based on customers' questions and answers, I can trigger certain workflows and I can have him go down certain tracks, just getting people better results. And then also, I can have automated follow-ups. So if somebody comes in and they're asking questions and then they just leave and I don't hear from them in 2 days, I can automatically engage them, get them back in the conversation, get them back to doing big things.
Love it.
Yeah. So how can I help today, Sarah?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you to help me to see the path clearly for the rest. I've launched my perfect webinar this week with my new material. Because before that I wasn't able, I had my computer has some problems and I couldn't use my new camera. So now, as you see, Wednesday I did my new workshop with this, and actually you see I can draw, they can see me draw, and actually I drew the perfect webinar. So I'm trying to draw it and to see what the ideas are, who is it for, what we're going to learn, what are the 3 secrets, and then what do you decide to do? Do you want to do it yourself and take 10 years, or learning to 3 months? So no, that's great. And I have another tool. So that's why I was so confused, because without all this, it's not easy to show. Actually, this is show don't tell. I'm going to
Yeah.
show you what I can teach you, what you're going to be able to do instead of explaining it. It's so much powerful. And now I wanted to ask a question about the offer. Actually, well, no, first of all, it's about the perfect webinar slides. I've realized actually, I've listened to you at Expert Secrets. I've watched the trainings and everything. But honestly, I'm not really following everything. So I really realized I wasn't doing it so well. But actually, I've also found why, and I'm trying to use a visual tool also, so that I could, when people talk to me, and I can have some, how can I say that? Here we go. For example, if they're saying something and I want to go and I want to show one of my images, one of my concepts, uh, sometimes when I do the storytelling, I don't do it exactly the same. So, for example, if I want to show that I was in the classroom first and I used to teach this way, and then now I do it differently. And when I want to say why, because it's too complicated and you can't get every children to succeed because you're just lost between the ones who are too slow and lost and the one who are too fast. So, well, you see, when I want to say, I can just present, show the results, for example, and I have everything. I don't have to share all my screen. I just share what I want when I need to show it. And so, see, I want to have all this and I'm trying to make the structure. First, I wanted to do it for the challenge, but actually I'm going to redo it for the perfect webinar. And on each column, I would have instead of slides, I would have the things I want to say, the examples I want to show, because I have a lot of them. I've worked for 20 years on all this. So depending on the reactions on who is here tonight and what are the questions, I can get access to different things and I can show them situations, for example, about what I mean and how you make teaching more visual, easier, more clear. And you see, this is the show don't tell. So I'm working on this to use it inside of this tool instead of the slide, because when you have the slides, you have to go first, second, third. And if this is the slide 122 and you think about it, it's not easy to navigate and to go from one to another. So this is why I'm doing this.
You know what's even harder though, Sarah?
No.
Doing a new unique webinar every single week. By
No.
not following slides, by doing it as you're doing it,
Yeah.
you're actually making life so hard because each
because
week
the
you're like,
structure is the same. I mean, the columns are the stories I'm saying, but I can have different examples, because when I try to do exactly the same, I digress. I can't do it. I mean, I always have other ideas, and saying exactly the same thing, I just can't do it. I've done this one 3 times. And the secrets are different. It's not exactly the same argument. So it's okay. People were happy and some of them want to buy. So that's okay. But I try to find the real the things that connects, that are right, it's not easy. I have to do it while I'm doing it with them. Actually, it's easier for me because I've tried to work all alone and I've done that for years. I mean, I always change. So when I do it, I talk to them and it's okay. And I have the choice on my tool, my visual tool.
but it's so hard to repeat and that's so hard to scale. So it's amazing that you can do that. And it's a really nice, honest way of doing these presentations, but it's so difficult because each week it depends on where you want to go. And then
I keep the same structure.
Yeah, but it needs to be more structured. And that's why we use these slides. Look, here's the deal. I have not done this. I have not run this webinar. I have not done this presentation It's 2025. I've not done this presentation since 2019, but here's why we use slides. It's the entire way through. It keeps you locked in. Hey gang, welcome to the Secrets Masterclass. My name is Dante Torelli. It's a pleasure to be with you guys today. Hey, let's get right into it. So far, 787 ClickFunnels users have earned a 2 Comma Club award. So in this session, we're going to go over what do they know that you don't. Here's the co-founders of ClickFunnels. In case you don't know them, on the left, we have Russell Brunson. On the right, we have Todd Dickerson. Russell Brunson is our marketing extraordinaire. Todd Dickerson is our technical extraordinaire, builds the software that we use every single day. And it really comes down to 3 simple secrets. Today, I'm going to teach you secret number 1, the funnel secret, secret number 2, the conversion secret, and secret number 3, the traffic secret. I'd love to know from you guys, what's the secret that you think is going to help you the most today? Let me tell you a quick story about a lady named Jamie Cross. I'm a huge fan of Jamie Cross, but this is how, see Sarah, it's so structured. It's a show. I'm putting on a show every single time. And now, as I'm running the same exact show every single time, now I can make real decisions. As I see things coming up in the chat, as I see the same trend happening week after week, the same questions, well, now I just go hit that slide. Oh man, they're having a hard time. Everybody on this slide. So cool. I get to work with Trey. This is a cool moment. I don't want to dawdle too much on it because I care about you guys, but what a life moment for me when I got to work with Trey. For years, I did presentations for ClickFunnels talking about Trey and his great success and how much respect I had for him. Now, every week, I get to hang out with it. It's just amazing what life does. But this is what we need, Sarah, a structured slide presentation. So you're not having to go to your clumsy Asana board, and people see that when you do that, right? Because you're just sharing your screen and you're like, oh, no, they don't. Okay, that's amazing. Good for you. Great work on that. But we want to have that picture already put in a slide. And it's like, here's the old way. That's the slide. It's already got that picture of you. And here's the new way. And that's that slide. It's already got that picture of you teaching in the new way, and you're running it. The thing about Perfect Webinar is it hits the right beats. It just says the right things in the right timing. It never loses momentum. It never slows, and it's repeatable. Does all that make sense?
Yes and no. Actually, for me, the thing is reverse. I mean, the problem is I don't exactly know what I want to do, and I haven't finished my work on the script. So this is the problem. And it can be on a slide or it can be on this tool. The thing is, I'm still searching. I didn't have the time. I have to sell anyway, so I did it imperfectly. And I'll just work on it every week so that it would be better. And it's not settled yet. That's why it's hard. But it could be on the slide deck or here in the tool. It's the same. I mean, it's just the thing because I'm not ready. Actually, the script is not over yet. It's a brand new training I'm doing. Well, I've done it and I'm just recycling it to sell it apart to the 3 of my avatars instead of selling it separately. So that's why I'm still searching and I'm working on it. So it's going to be clearer when the script is okay. And what I like in this thing is that I can add different examples, because if I get to do it each and every week and say exactly the same thing with exactly the same examples, I know I'm going to get bored and I'm going to digress, except if
I gotta reframe. Who cares about getting bored? You're not going to be getting bored making a ton of cash, are you, Sarah? That's not boring. Man, to have a repeatable process, to have a repeatable presentation that I have nailed down and I can hit perfect every single time, that is not boring. I promise you of that. I promise you, Sarah, that is not boring. That is fun. That's where now you're going out and doing amazing presentations, and every time now we're actually getting better. We're seeing customers coming in. Go do it the next week and you make even more cash and even more cash and even more cash. That's fun.
I mean, when it's settled, when it's okay, yes. But when I'm testing, I don't know how to see. I have to tweak.
Make your slides as you go. You're really good. Great for you to be able to present that way. It is much more difficult than the perfect webinar styling. So if you can keep it all together, Sarah, you might be better than I am. That's incredible.
That's my job. It's been my job for 20 years. And I have to
Look at
teach
you.
every day and be see, I want to be passionate. So I have to be passionate. So if I have to tweak little things so that I could be so, but I
But
have to
you
find
make
a
the
way.
presentation the best for your customers. We're just
Yeah.
reframing our passion. Sarah, you love to be in front of people. You are a high I. In a disc profile, you're a very high I, just like myself. You're like, hey, give me 1,000 people, and I already know what I'm going to say. Let me go have fun. Let me go make it unique and genuine to them. It's not replicable. It's not repeatable. It's not scalable. As much of a great presenter as you are, man, for a presenter like you, Sarah, to learn the perfect webinar, to learn how to sell through these presentation styles is a game changer. So I'm going to have to reframe your brain over these weeks. I'm going to have to, you are locked in. You've been doing it for 20 years and you have a lot of strongholds, and that's perfectly fine. I will continue to break those as time goes on. But I promise what you're building towards is standard. It's what everybody's trying to do. So you're already a great presenter. Let's just each week keep working on your slides in all of your time. Go do that presentation as you can do it naturally. That's amazing. And then keep working on slides. And after a week, you should realistically in 7 days, today's Friday. So you already did your webinar for this week, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
So
Next Wednesday. Yeah.
beautiful, man. Sarah, Monday and Tuesday, let's work on slides. You know the presentation in your head. So download Russell's slides, fill them in exactly as we go, and boom, you have it. Go do the next webinar and go run your slides. Just do exactly what Russell says. I promise. It is the golden rule. You will have so much more fun doing it that way. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've taken the book to follow the steps actually, because they are not ready actually. So I did something and it was okay and it was kind of improvised, or even though I had a thing I wanted to do, it wasn't really set up. So that's what I'm going to be working for next Wednesday and every next Wednesday. It's not ready. It's going to take me some weeks, but it's okay. I mean, I sell anyway, so that's what I
Yes.
have to do. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's absolutely perfect, Sarah. It's great that you can sell. I just put the link for Dante I in the chat. Sorry, gang, I didn't see that. Yeah, Sarah, it's incredible you can present like that. It's incredible you can keep getting conversions. So yes, keep doing that, but we need to build out our slides. I promise. Like I should probably make a perfect webinar example for all of you guys is what I should really do. So you can just see so you can really truly see it. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Maybe would that be helpful to any of you experts if you had an example that you could just look at?
And actually, how you choose the stories, the everything. I'm going to go through the perfect webinar training again and everything. But when you're not sure about your offer, you're not sure about what you have to convince them from and what obstacles you have to let go down and what are their internal beliefs and everything. And I have to work on this because I'm not quite sure about this, and that's why I'm not sure
those
about
actually those you know, Sarah, you've been doing this so long, you know.
Yeah, but there are so many different things, possibilities, I think. So I have to.
So how do we
narrow
test
down.
those? There we go. You're perfect. So how do we test all those things? I've been doing this for 20 years. I have so many internal beliefs and external beliefs, and I know all the people of what they've said and all over the state. I know all these things. How do I choose the right ones? It's by running perfect webinar. It's by plugging in some with slides.
That's why I change.
Oh, well, that's all we're doing then, Sarah. Then you're doing perfect. No, then just do more of the same. Keep doing it. Keep plugging in different internal beliefs. And it's exporting our chat, looking at the chat as you're breaking down the internal beliefs, right?
To see what they resonate to. That's what I'm trying to do, actually.
Yes, we have our call outs in perfect webinar. It's like when I had the secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3, and I said, you guys let me know in the chat, which secret do you think is most important for you? We have to have these call outs, this back and forth banter in our thing. So as you're saying limiting beliefs, have a call out there, say, hey, does this sound like you? Do you feel this and this and this and this and this? If you do, put internal in the chat or type whatever in the chat. And now you're getting people calling out. So you do it 1 week and you try a couple of the internal beliefs and you can see how many people reacted, what percentage of the room reacted. Then next week, you try some other internal beliefs and then you see the percentage. Oh, this other internal beliefs was not as good as the first one. Go back to the first one. It's just, that's what it is. It's trial and error. It's tweaking. It's plugging in and out until you find what converts the best. Then that becomes our standard. If you want to do more tests, you can.
Yeah.
You
So
already
that's
do.
just one. That's
What's
just
that?
one false internal belief, one forced external belief, right? Just one for each.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yesterday, Wednesday, I did the whole thing was 1.5 hours, and then I took I think maybe 20 or 30 minutes for the stack and more 15 or 20 minutes for the questions. So it was
Beautiful.
2.5 hours, but with the stack and the questions, and 2 people stayed. There were 10 people. 2 stayed at the end and wanted to buy, but the button wasn't ready. So I'm sending it today. Another one who was there last week just said yes, and she has to check, and I just sent them. So it's still.
So you're going to get 3 sales out of that?
It has to be confirmed, but yes, and I have to send the funnel wasn't ready because my computer was down, and now it's ready, and I'm gonna send to the one that were there the previous weeks, and for this weekend I'm gonna send the replays because it worked, so it could be better, but I wanted to send it to maybe all the one that were I don't know how you say this.
Who registered but didn't stay to the end?
Yeah, registers. And or didn't come, but actually, so I can send the replay.
Yes, you absolutely send it to all registrants. That replay goes out.
Yeah.
Sarah, this is amazing. A 2.5-hour webinar is way too long. I'm curious, did you present multiple offers, multiple tracks,
No.
like the 1, 2, and 3, or
No.
did you just go with one?
Just one.
Okay, cool. We can definitely clean up the end. We can definitely make that shorter. And you're just going to get people dropping off less. We're trying to hit the beats. We're trying to hit the certain time frames. So we can clean that up. But even so, a 2.5-hour webinar with the offer coming in the last third of the webinar, you got 2 people, maybe 3 out of 10 to say yes. So you're converting at 20, 30%. That's amazing. That's like, hey, I just need to get more people in here. How do I get 20 people? How do I get 30? How do I get 50? Yeah.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, great job, Sarah. You're literally right on track then.
It just is there, I was looking for the Yara Golden workflow. Is it still in the new OFA One Full Away challenge or not?
Wow, that's a great question. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think it is, but I'm not remembering off the top of my head. Do you have access to ClickFunnels Classic, Sarah?
No, but it's okay. I've got it somewhere with list building, and I can find it. I just
Cool. I think it is a new OFA. It's either list building secrets or subscriber reviver.
Yeah,
It's labeled as one of the 2.
Okay, I'll find it. Okay, thank you so much.
Awesome. Great stuff, Sarah. Let's hop over to Maita. Hey, Maita, how can I help? Oh, sorry, sweetie. We are still muted. Let me hit my magic button. There we
Can
go.
you hear me?
Gotcha now.
Okay, well, nice to be here again with you.
Great to be here.
Okay. I have a question. I couldn't get to the video yesterday, the live for the 2 o'clock. Where do I find that? Because I wanted to review what you told me and I just didn't find it. Where do I find it?
That should be in your community. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this really quick. Yes, April 28, 4/24/25. Yes, in live coaching. Okay, so in your community, you have a live coaching topic, and all recordings are stored inside of live coaching. You should see that one in there.
Live coaching. Okay, let me see. I can go there right now.
Yes, I'm going there as well to take a look. Yeah, we're right
'Cause
there,
I
and
scrolled
actually,
down.
your face is right there in the thumbnail as well. I'm literally looking right
Okay.
at you. So let me grab
Why
this
could I was
URL.
able to find the one for the morning, but not the one for 2 p.m. But let me see. I go
Nope,
to the community.
I got it right here. I'm gonna put this link in the chat for you. Bingo. I just put that link in the chat. If you click on that, it'll take you right to it. It's right at the top.
Okay.
Yep.
But I just scrolled down because I was scrolling down and I just wasn't able. Right now it's not opening. I wasn't able to see it.
It's my pinned post. So let me do this way. I'll just get you this link itself. Let me see if I can do that.
When I'm with go to the community, I go to the One Funnel Away VIP April 14th. That's where I go, right?
Oh, no, you're in April 28th. April 28th. That's where you need to go.
Oh, okay, because I thought it was on 14. That's where I've been going.
No, the April 14th, those are the 11 o'clock sessions. April 28th, your cohort, you have the 2 p.m. sessions.
Ah, okay, so I'm just looking at the wrong place then. But you already
That's
put it
right.
on the chat, right? So I can find it.
That's right. Yep, you click that link, it'll take you right into the 28th cohort. It's the first video right up top. It's pinned.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. Okay, well, let me clarify that. And then I still have a question on my email. I was checking yesterday, and when I go to preview it, it shows like it doesn't show the current email that I'm working on. Okay, let me share it so I can see. I can
Sure, let's
show
take
you.
a look.
Where do I go? I click this share screen.
Yep.
Share. Okay, here it is. Let me go there. And the email, the sequence that I have, that is for people that already opt-in, that they got the code, but I want them to actually book to the date, right?
Yes, that's right. This is saying confirming that they grab their coupon and making sure that they go and book their class.
So I still remind them that there is expiration day
That's right.
when they have to use it. Okay, when I go to the email here and I go to preview the email, it shows me what I was working before, not the current that I'm doing right now.
Okay, go back to your account. Yes. Click those 3 dots on the email and then edit email. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the edit is fine. That one shows what I'm working on. Yeah, it's just slow today.
That's just Zoom. It makes everything really slow. Okay.
So here you can see
yeah,
it.
nice. Okay, top right, just publish.
It says unpublished.
Yes, unpublished changes. So top right, we're just going to publish now. All the way to the right. Let me get my little tool.
Okay.
Right up there.
Publish.
Nice. Okay, great. Now you're good. Now you're good.
So that will update it.
Yeah, and feel free as well, if you would like, you can send yourself a test. Oops, let me get my tool back. You can send a test. Yeah, now that you're published, now that it's rocking and rolling, you can just send yourself a test. You'll get this exact email.
Okay, I'll check that. Also, one more question regarding the split test. Do I need a split test for this or I don't?
Maita, no, you don't. Not right now. Let's get that email out there. Let's get customers interacting with it. And this is going to be such a short campaign. For this email, I wouldn't worry about split testing. I would just make simple emails that everybody can go through. Now, when it comes to some of like your more long-standing classes, like this is a Mother's Day. It ends in a couple of days, right? So there's really just no point. But for your long-standing email sequences, for your long-standing classes, those we do want to split test.
Like when because this one is, if I started, let's say Saturday, and it's gonna end when there's on April 30th, I can always change it to May 2nd or something like that. But that's too short to run the split test. So how long does it have to be? Like how many days?
Well, it's not that it's too short, but just how many people are you going to get? How many people typically register for a Mother's Day class?
Depends. Sometimes I have 20, 25 that 20 to 28 to 30 is the max that I have done in the past.
Right. So the sample size is just going to be so small, less than 50, less than 40.
Yeah.
We're just not going to have enough people really even going through it to really get any great results. I wouldn't worry about split testing for this campaign. I would just make simple emails that I can read, that everybody can do, and I would just run it with that personally.
Okay. I have also constant contact. So how would I get, because as most of the clients that come, they are like repeat clients and they are in constant contact. So, but you said like yesterday you were mentioning something about connecting, but I don't think you guys can, or we can connect to constant contact, correct?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that we can. Yes, I can check this really quick. Let me see. I'm already here. Let me go to integrations. And let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Constant Contact is an integration. So I'll share my screen with you and just show you really quick. Let's stop your share. Nice. And let's spotlight me. So what I did was, let me move this up. I went to bottom left, my workspace settings, and then I went to my integrations. And right here is Constant Contact. So you can connect your Constant Contact. And then every lead you get in ClickFunnels, you can pass over and you can send your emails from Constant Contact. You can also export your contacts from Constant Contact and then import them to ClickFunnels. So you can do all of your email marketing right from ClickFunnels. Either one you want to do.
Well, if I integrate or if I move my clients to actually ClickFunnels, wouldn't that be better? Because then I'm still paying for constant contact. I'm trying to avoid all of those extra payments. So if I can have it with you, I don't want to connect it if I'm just gonna continue using constant contact. So how would I do that? Is the same thing, the same process? I just go in the settings and the integrations, or I don't have to go through that to move the clients?
To move the clients, you're going to go to Constant Contact and you're going to export all of your list, all of your emails, export all of your information from Constant Contact. Then you're going to come to your ClickFunnels account and you're going to import that info. So you go to your customers, you go to your contacts. Right up here, we have our actions and then imports. So export all of your contacts from Constant Contact and then come here and import them to ClickFunnels. And then all your contacts are right here. You can do everything from one account and you can absolutely ditch Constant Contact.
Ah, okay. Well, that would make more sense. All right. So
many people love to do that.
Yes, so eventually I want to move everything with you guys instead of having it separate in different places. Because even you mentioned before about the events that I'm running, I can also do it through ClickFunnels. It just makes more sense to have everything together.
Yes, it does.
Let me see if I have another question.
Maita, I'm actually just about out of time to get to Pamela. I only have 4 minutes, but you have the 2 o'clock session. So hop in the 2 o'clock session. I'll be right back there. We can keep this moving.
All right. Thank you so much, Dante. I appreciate it.
You got it. Hey, Pamela, how can I help?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, gosh, we're good. Okay. So real quick, I want to just share my screen.
Yep. Wow. It just did it again, Pamela. That is wild.
All right. So can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, great. So, okay, first of all, I need to get some ideas around the funnel in terms of, and I know you only have 4 minutes, so should I just come back or what do I need?
Yes, let's do that. I just saw people say, what's the 2 o'clock session? So we have cohorts in OFA now. If you're in the April 14th cohort, session times are 11 o'clock right now. If you're in the April 28th, there's a different April cohort. I forgot the date. But that different April cohort, you guys have 2 o'clock coaching. So there's 2 coaching sessions every single day. Right now, that 2 o'clock cohort has like nobody in it. There's only like 4 or 5 of us doing the thing. So we can just wrap this into 2 o'clock for this week at least.
Okay, great. So I'll come back at 2 for that, but real quick, I
Yep.
have my perfect webinar going, and I
Nice.
got through module 1, 2, and I was already doing webinars. I've been doing for a year, but the reason why I joined Prime Movers, I'm like, I need to be able to scale this. And so, do you have any ideas? So I had about 10 people last night in my webinar, and I did
Great.
sell. I had one sale. My product, my signature program, the investment is 5,000. So I got that. The second time I sold live using the perfect webinar. And so what would you say would be some good follow-up techniques? I'm doing the same thing that Russell suggested, which is, doing my email sequence follow-ups. Anything
Yes.
else to attract more people? Because of course I'm running it again next Thursday.
Yes, 100%. First off, call every single person who did not buy. Don't try and get them to buy. Just call and say, "Hey, I'm just really curious. Why didn't you buy? Well, was this not right for you?" Just see what they say. That feedback is invaluable. Many times they say things that are incorrect, and you're like, "Oh, well, that's opposite of how it really is," and then you'll go and change your slides.
Okay. Got
So
it.
definitely call every single person who does not purchase, and you got a 10% close rate on a $5,000 package, Pamela. Time to start ads. Time to start gas.
Okay.
Time to start putting gas on the fire. You've already proven it. That's amazing. That's
Okay.
huge. 10% is the benchmark. Probably get more close to 20 after we do a couple tweaks and do this for a couple weeks. So
Okay.
paid ads is your revenue method.
Yeah.
Sorry, paid ads is a method, as well as JV partnerships. What influencers out there, what businesses, what places and spaces already have your customers on them? Go make a JV offer. Say, "Hey, if you promote my webinar, I'll give you a 50-50 split on everything I make." And now they're going to do a great job promoting your webinar to their list, and you're going to be able to get hundreds of people to come into your webinar based on their recommendations. It's free traffic.
Got it. Thank you so much for that. I'll see you too. Thank you.
That sounds great, Pamela. All
Appreciate
right,
you.
gang, I'm sorry I'm just out of time right now, but this was an awesome session. I love the expert track of the challenge, and you guys are doing amazing. I know I've said it a lot. You're doing amazing. Make sure to take some time this weekend and pour back into yourself. Celebrate the small wins. Small hinges swing big doors. So celebrate your wins. Get with somebody you care about or that cares about you. Tell them how amazing your week was, and let them give you a pat on the back. Maybe have a celebratory drink if that's your style as well. Great job. Great week. You guys couldn't be doing any better. We'll be back at it next week. Same time, same place.